my god. Are you guys seeing this? Timothy? Okay, let's hope nothing bad ever happens.
Why,
What?
Are you Wiredestroyer?
Yes?
It is time.
How does he know I'm Wiredestroyer?
Have you met a man called Dr. Strange yet?
Doctor Strange? Yeah, I know him. I mean, I am him at this point, you know what I mean?
No, you are not. You are a clone.
Wait, what do you mean?
Well, there's another world called Holocraft.
That's another world? Called Holocraft?
Yes, that's what I said. There's another world called Holocraft where you've been cloned as yourself and you're as Dr. Wire.
No way. You're playing me, aren't you, Timothy?
My name's not Timothy.
What is it then? Okay, I ain't gonna pronounce that. I'm gonna mess that up. I'm just gonna call you Timothy if that's okay with you.
What about Theodore? I like that better.
Oh, right. Okay, so I named him Theodore. Turns out I forgot about Theodore and I just started calling him Timothy. And yeah. That's his name now.
Whatever. I'm asleep now. Goodbye.
Alright, Timothy, I hope you stick around because I have no idea what's happening and I hope you
I
protect me.
just said goodbye.
If that's what you came here to do. Anyway, welcome to the Block Breaking server episode. Who knows? Today we're gonna be expanding Timothy's powers and his boundaries all the way there, and to there, and a little bit to there, and then we're gonna do a thingamajig there. But before that, I wanted to go to the shopping district, and shopping district is a straight shot to my base, from my base actually. So we are here in the community district managed by Scalando, I think in the mail. And I did speak to Scalanda about this spot right here because I want to build something that will give away all my items for free. So if you are a server member, if you're looking for any items, just let them know, or you can come here and get some items for free. But it's primarily gonna be these guys. Yeah, I got a lot of spruce wood and a bunch of axes that I'm going to give away as well. Lots of saplings and a couple of blocks here and there based on if I don't need them for the build today, because we are gonna finish our base once and for all. But before that, hello Shuma, how have you been? Good to hear that. Okay, we're just gonna take these out of circulation. And if we come up here in the Blackstone biome, made by yours truly, this is our shop, which is known as the Alchemist Tower. And that's our horse. I know, clever name, huh? If we head in here, I have a feeling that somebody bought some gold. Oh, that's nice. I asked King Domity for some emerald ore. It seems that he gave us some emerald ore in the gold chest. Thank you. And now let's go split this up with AVG. And we got 4 glowstone, eh? Okay, now that you're here, in case you don't know, ouch. Just follow the shoreline and you'll reach Average Gaming's shop. AVG's got glowstone in his shop right here. He's also got armor, iron, and at the Flying Nimbus. So we're just gonna clear out the rocket stock. That's 32 diamonds. Those diamonds have been here a while, and I mean a while. Now, first order of business is we are gonna make ourselves a battle bad guy. Not a chess monster, but a battle bad guy. Let's get to it. One stream later, I have actually finished the interior, and as you can see, it is pretty empty because this is in fact the first floor. And we've already had our first customers. I don't know if they count as customers because, you know, it's free stuff. So yeah, Riley came over and tossed a bunch of his stuff in here for people to take. And then I added this barrel with extra shulkers, courtesy of Rockling, as well as some spruce signs, some extra lighting, some books if you want. Let's take a quick gander of the book, The Battle Bad Guy. So welcome. Think of this as a community facility where you can drop off and take items or shulkers for your personal use. It's free of charge, and here's to an amazing first season. You can write into this book if you've ever taken anything, if you feel like it, or dropped off anything off. And the rules are simple. So use the barrels below for extra barrels in case you run out of space for shulkers, like if you can see here. And then download this mod known as Shulker Box Tooltips to make searching easier, and place signs on occupied chests for convenience. As you can see here, I've also put yada yada. I built a bad guy, dropped half my filled shulkers, a lot of spruce logs and saplings. And it seems we've gotten another customer, Rockling, who's got rocks. So yeah, as you can see here, we've got my stuff as well as Luna and Ora's stuff, and some more stuff that I added of myself. And the Shulker Box Tooltips is convenient so that I'm not holding shift, but when I hold left shift, you can look inside the shulker without ever taking it out. For example, let's say I wanted some stone. There we go, that's some stone right there. And these signs make sure that people don't go search in empty barrels and such. And I've placed some of my spruce logs in these shulkers here, but I might just put them in a chest. I might actually need, this for something that Riley and I wanted to do, so we'll get to that later. Now, this wasn't my best stream out of all my streams in the past, but we got the barrel bad guy done, and that's all that matters. Wait, you guys hear that? Oh my goodness, okay. I swear there's something we always be hearing or seeing on this server that's really strange. Wait, speaking of strange, Mr. Strange. It's Dr. Strange. Oh, sorry, what are you doing here? I'm here for my body, Mr. Wiredestroyer. Well, you look like you got one. Well, it's a cloning spell, you see. My body is still fused with yours, so in essence, it's kind of like my astral form. But I like being a wizard. I'm sure you do like being a wizard, but it's imperative that I get my body back. And why is that? The dragon roar? I'm pretty sure you heard that, right? I was across a dimension and I heard that. All I heard was an earthquake. Oh, that was no earthquake. That was the ground getting ready to erupt. Oh dang. Yep, oh dang indeed. Okay, well, even if what you say is true, how am I supposed to give you your body back? Simple, you've got a cursive binding helmet on, right? So as long as you die next to me, this should work out. I should get my body back. Yeah, it's a cursive binding helmet. Oh god. Here we go. Yippee! Ow, that was uncomfortable. Excellent job, Mr. Wiredestroyer. But I'm afraid it's time to go now. My job here is done. Job? Wait, what do you mean job? So I was hired by Gary. You remember him, right? He hired me to disrupt the balance of whatever world you were in. But then I ran into this one entity named the Time Rider. And he's been using rogue time crystals, but he calls them port keys. Don't know why. But because of that, he actually duplicated us in two realities. One in your Let's Play series and one in Holocraft. Oh wow, that's a lot to take in. Anyways, adios. Wait. How am I supposed to survive this eruption or whatever you're talking about? Oh right, yeah. So the eruption, well, since you've been nice to me and you follow my commands, there's a certain spawn egg at spawn, but it should be. So go check that out when you have the time to. Before it's too late, basically. An egg? What? Goodbye. Well, and just like that, he's gone. I wonder where this goes. One way to find out. Oh, we're on the nether. Okay. Oh, right. He had a, what do you say, time crystal? I'm just gonna call them port keys because, time introduced me to them. But yeah, wow, I remember everything about Holocraft and the solar world. I must have been taken on a ride by that strange fellow. I was about to head back to base and then I remembered something. We've got something to do. Let's use this corrupted portal once more. I mean, I gotta say, this strange fellow, he does know how to make strange builds. And we've got this whole biome here, we've got that portal. He literally summoned a beast just to get him netherite. But yeah, today, the next project on our list of lists is this. So this was supposed to be a fantasy mushroom biome, but that was before I did my base, and I don't want to do the same thing again. So Riley had the idea of making a birch forest. As you can see, I've had my hand here at making a few custom trees, and he placed up all the grass, and I helped him make a small moat or a creek over here that goes into the ocean. And yeah, I'm probably going to do this on a live stream with Riley, or just, go about it. Another replay, maybe not. We've also got to check out that egg drill soon. But anyway, next clip. And that next clip leads us right here. Not the city district, but the birch forest. So Riley had the idea of placing bricks down with iron fence gates, and he's all out of bricks though. And I actually went to the barrel bad guy and I got a bunch of clay. So now let's head over to one place I have actually never used. So this is Mike's super smelter in the Blackstone biome. Now let's read his book. Mike's Super Smelter. It's free to use, but you put the fuel. Chest number 1 and 2 goes to minecart chest number 1 and 2. Okay. Oh, I see. So this button is if you want to use one. Wait, so how do I break this down? Okay, it's time to manually break down some clay balls. I'll see you in a bit. Using this fortune shovel, I barely made it through 9 stacks of clay blocks, and yep, we've got a lot of clay balls. Okay, so let's just start dumping these clay balls in these furnaces. It sounds like there's already fuel inside. Oh yeah, there is. Someone's actually left a bunch of dried cat blocks. That's convenient. Alright, so while this is all smelting up, I'm gonna go break a bunch more clay blocks, and once I get enough bricks, I will meet you back at the birch forest. Okay. Now we're back from Mike's super smelter, and oops, wrong one. And yep, we got a lot of bricks. I'm pretty sure this is going to be enough for the park, because all that Riley had the idea of doing is placing this and then iron bars on top. And I actually used 9 of these bricks. Oops, I meant to say 9 stacks of those bricks over here at the Moscow headquarters. Now, as you can also see, I have covered the roof finally, because this just makes it feel complete. And I use blackstone because, well, we have plenty of blackstone at the gold farm, and this biome speaks for itself. And now when it comes to bricks, this deceivingly uses way more bricks than you'd think. It used 9 stacks of bricks, and I just thought it was going to take like 3 stacks, but yeah. So now what I'm going to do is work on both the forest as well as the Moscow Fun headquarters, because that's what Time called it. And we will get started on this. By the way, for the sake of the stream and the video, just ignore that there's this whole egg behind us, okay? Okay, you gotta keep it hush hush. And now I'll meet you back here when we are done streaming. Let's get to it. Guys, I don't know what happened, but it looks like Moscow has been taken over by the moss. So as you can see from this replay clip, we've got a bunch of vines that's been growing out from an unknown source, which we will potentially discover. But yeah, I used these blue wool blocks. Again, I got from the Battle Bad Guy. And they're sort of like giant vine flowers, if you will. Now, as you know, interiors and I don't really go well together. So I did what I do best. I closed it up. As you can see, it says closed, do not enter. But if we do, we are greeted by this tunnel here that's actually been blocked off by the Moss Containment Unit Breach Control Department. Where the current status is the Moss has been breached. Code green. So the idea here is that the Moss was actually first held here on the server on top of that copper platform, but it soon spread out its tendrils from the containment unit, breaking through the glass dome, going through the roof, going to the outside of the buildings, kind of cracking it open, because this was basically a facade, because this was supposed to be the Moscow Fun headquarters, and that facade has actually been revealed because of the Moss department thing. I don't remember the name, but yeah. Now if we take a little bit of a flyby, you can see that all the mycelium has been replaced or been overgrown by moss. There's some trees on the outside, because this is still a city, and if someone wanted to build here, they could, but it's kind of been left to its own devices, growing a little bit on the side, not too much. And as you can see, we have our Oxom sign. It's actually the Moscow sign. So what happened was that moss seed actually sprouted a small tree on top, over which Time Rider and I placed the Moscow sign on. And since we are basically taller than Talc, naturally, we're better. And now that we have finished, in air quotes, Moscow, it's time to show off what we did next. I've removed my wires, my goggles, my chest plate, and I am just chilling on this park bench in the beautiful Birch Forest Park, which has been meticulously designed by Riley, Rockling, as well as your very own Wiredestroyer. And so starting from the outside, we have our gate here, which was a random improv design by Rockling and I. So the idea is this circular thing actually would fit into this gap here, closing the gate, but it's permanently open because that's what parks are mostly for. As you can see here, the road ends and just crumbles away into the natural green goodness that we have in the world. Oh my god, there's 2 of them now. You know what, since it's the last episode, I'm gonna leave you guys be. And then we've got some cool park benches designed by Riley. And in the Birch Forest update, you can see that there were these birch logs here, and I added these acacia on top to symbolize, Rockling called them conchs, but yeah, it's those, the mushrooms in the update. Then we got a couple of bees hanging around, a lot of flowers, beehives, just giving the place a lot more life. Got a few glowberries here, and Rockling added these mushroom stems here to variate the birch forest every now and then. And then we've also linked up the roads to the other biomes. And if we meander down this path, we got a little broken down bridge here. And I tried these algae patches with moss carpets because they can actually float on water somehow. All you have to do is kind of align them to a lily pad or another moss carpet on a block, and then they will float on water. How cool is that? And then there's a boat here which you can actually sit in and enjoy the ride. Just don't hit the lily pads on the way. I added these cattails over here, which I called reeds first. And then there's this gate Riley made which connects to the Emerald Casino desert. Now that was one of the bridges that we made. And this is another one. A few more logs, moss carpets, and we've got these honey. So the thing is, these bees produce so much honey in the birch forest that they actually drip onto the floor and it starts spreading around. And for the path, Rockling had this amazing idea of putting rooted dirt and coarse dirt with the ratio of 2:1, I believe. So we have more rooted dirt than the coarse dirt, and I think it looks really amazing. Ties the path in together with the rest of the grass. And this is reserved for the gazebo, which I'm hoping Riley plans out, but if he doesn't, we'll get to it anyway. Also, you can look at the portal from here. And then there are these random patches of mossage that Rockling has implemented in the area, which I also helped him. And finally, if you walk around this way, you will reach the other side of the Blackstone biome, where you can access Tinsia's Coral Shop. Now that is it for the shopping district for me. We've got to go back to base and actually complete our base this episode once and for So as you can see, I am currently armorless. That's because this happened. And I lost my pants. I'm currently wearing my Wire War set from when we had the hunted, and we need to go get some pants. But before that, I actually made some progress on the base today, so here's a clip of that. So now as you can see, I actually gave the dragon a neck, and it's got a little bit of mossage that's just started creeping up on the dragon, but not yet. Then we got a claw there. It doesn't look like much from here on the ground. We got another claw here, but as we fly up, you can see how the dragon has succumbed to its death while being squished by boulders. So like the dragon's arm would go there, the other arm would go this way, and the body's behind. But we can't see that because I haven't built it. But not only that, it's actually underneath the ground and way off in the distance, which is not part of our base, so that's none of our concern. Now let me go get my pants back because it rains quite often here and I need some protection from the water. And for these pants, we need to come over to Average Gaming's shop because he actually sells full sets of armor. He has not mentioned the price at all. And 1 block a time, that should do, right? Also, since we're here, I actually took a couple of these maps out and I remapped them because these were all mycelium before and this was not there. Now, let's head back to base, shall we? I have something to discuss about. Alright, now that we're back at base, I think you can see the dragon a lot more better from up here. So right over here in this area, it's empty and we need to fill it up with something. So I actually spoke with Howard, who came on the server after a very long time, and I had this idea of either making a boulder or a temple here with this giant tree coming out, and I'm sold on the tree part. It's just, do I make a temple or do I make a boulder? And he suggested that I make one of these, the caved in boulders. But then again, are you stuck in here, buddy? Yes. Well, I can't help you there. Now, whatever I'm gonna build, maybe a boulder, maybe a temple, maybe a caved in boulder, but there's gonna be a tree involved, so let's get to it. It's been a long time coming. I'm standing on top of the jungle temple that I built, the custom one. And here's something weird I figured out. You can't hear the beacon beam from here, but as soon as I change modes, that's weird. So I put the emerald ore that I got from most of the members like Rockling, King Domedy to good use by crowning the build. Missing one, but I feel like that's important that it's not there. No, nothing's perfect. And now to explain why I built a temple with a tree growing out of it. So this whole base was actually a valley, prehistoric times. Then a dragon came by. A bunch of these boulders that were once giant magma blocks came and squished the dragon, and so you can see that its neck has been squished and its arms as well with a couple of boulders, and the rest of its body is actually buried underground underneath the dirt. and extends into the bamboo forest, which does not exist as per our lore. And then over a course of a couple of years, vegetation was a thing. Moss started growing all over the boulders, and then there was a lot of rainfall because it's wet and moist. And a few prehistoric villagers came and settled down into this valley, into the hollowed out boulders, and eventually set up a temple, worshipping some sort of false god who was actually just a villager claiming to be a god. And then they died as well. And now we, the player, Wiredestroyer, summoned Doctor Strange and brought this beast alive somehow. Or was it us? Who knows? There was an eruption. But yeah, that brings us to the conclusion of the Block Breaking Server Season 1. And now, I think all we gotta do is... Whoa! Oh, eruptions have begun. We better go find that egg. But before that, I have one last thing I need to do. Why, hello there. I'm taking a rest after doing a bunch of cleanup and some setting up. As you can see, we have myself, as in my previous avatar, Dr. Y Strange. I placed one of the dragon heads that I got from fighting the Ender Dragon. I encased myself in this glass box, but my sword's still sticking out. And right over here, we've got our 3 dogs, and we have our 1 parrot. We have a horse, and we have a llama, and we have this iron golem who has no way to get out. But he will keep this place safe. He will keep my doggy safe in this world. Just completely forget that there's an eruption happening. Whoa! Now, if we read the book, it is 7 pages long. But, you know, either you can pause the video to read that, or you can download the world download and read what I have to say. Now, I will go ahead and mention I've actually placed a couple of item frames here, with the first one being an old friend, a skeleton horse that, you know, we don't talk about that. And we have Gabagool. That's a name tag that I use for something. And then there's this. I never spoke about this, but this was the first wither rose that I got from my wither rose farm before it actually worked. It just worked once, and then I had to rebuild it with the second wither. So I named it the most efficient wither farm. And then we have baby Axo. Since my chest plate is actually sticking out a bit, you can see that the bucket disappears as soon as I hide the item frame, and it just sort of looks like he's hanging on my shoulder. And then we have our thinking helm that I've placed in his hand. I tried placing it on the head, but it just made it invisible, so I decided to keep it on the hand. Oh, and this sword is a special one that only Fangs knows about. It's known as Janice's Wrath. Anyway, yeah, I've put up my setup here. Just a couple of furnaces that were over there. Got my mob head collection here. We've got the remainder of my storage here. I've given most of it away to the battle bad guy, and these are like my personal items. And in this box contains my actual personal items, that is the items that I carry in my inventory. And over here is the contents of my ender chest. But before that, let's head to the shopping district because I've got something to do. So first we're at the Alchemist's Tower, a shop where we had collected 2 diamonds from the basalt as well as the blackstone. And at the underbelly of Moscow, we collect our share of the week, which is 5 diamonds. And we also actually made a sale of glass as well as moss. So I split that with 5 entities, 4 members as well as 1 including Moscow. So 6 actually. And here I am placing the diamond blocks that Moscow has earned through the years. Yeah, and then I enclosed them in glass and placed a sign. There we go. And I stand next to the sign proudly because these are the profits that Moscow has earned. And then at the Twisted Tree, we got 2 diamonds for ourselves. And at the gold farm, I mined out the diamond blocks that AVG and I earned and replaced them with gold so that we can split our profits evenly. Like so. That's for him, that's for me. And I'm taking my share. Oh wait, that's not mine. That one's mine. Rockling gave it. And King Domedy actually bought some more gold, so I split that as well. And then I'm making my way back from the gold farm across the nether roof without rockets because I forgot them like a dodo. So I skipped and jumped my way back to base. And yep, we've got a bunch of diamonds. We got 2 stacks to be exact. And what I did was I actually took some of this deep slate ore and fortuned them down to get 2 perfect stacks. And remember, there's a stack of diamond blocks at the Wizard's Tower, and I smelted up all the ancient debris I had to make a netherite block. That's actually why we're standing on. It's a bit subtle, but you know, it does the job of showing off. Subtle, but showing off. Interesting. Let me feed my doggies. It's been a fun but short journey. That was because of 1.19. So we were initially expecting to keep the same world, but what we felt was a fresh start would actually suit us better. And so I thank you all for those who have actually stuck around and watched my videos, or even just left a like or a comment, you know, I appreciate it. And a tiny update before I go, I have my finals, like my legit finals. Like this is the final semester of my college life. After this, it's work. But I won't be available for 2 weeks. So what I might do is post one video of like a server base, like a base tour of all the builds and everything I've done. And also, once the world download is available, I will start making a world tour. And season 2, when is that gonna come out? Probably the end of June. So stay tuned for that. And now, whoa, oh dang, these are getting worse by the minute. Let's go to spawn and check out that egg, shall we?
Patat? Riley?
Oh my what?
Oh,
What
hey
are you
guys.
doing here?
Hulk? This is
What?
Riley?
What?
Oh, it's Mike.
Hey,
Mike.
Mike, you're also here.
yes, I am.
Okay, I'm just going to hide behind this glass for now. Just
Wait,
What
so
is
the
it?
golems don't find me.
Why is there this thing?
I don't
Oh
know.
my word.
I think
I
this is
didn't even
bigger than
notice
normal, right?
Yeah.
Just a bit.
I don't know about you guys, but like the talc area is gone. Too much trash. So like, you know, we thought we'd move here.
Oh,
Why are you guys here?
I had to leave my villagers due to creative differences.
Oh.
Oh.
I won't ask for more information.
Yeah, I'm kind of here because the iron golems are everywhere and they just keep attacking me. There's nowhere where there's not iron golems.
Oh man. Is that
Wait,
wired?
wire?
Hello, good evening, gentlemen.
Oh,
You found wire?
Yeah, I'm
He's in
keeping
the
the egg
egg.
warm.
Oh,
it's inside.
we can go.
Doing?
Yeah, I've been
Oh.
keeping the egg warm.
Hi.
My dead dragon.
Oh.
Hello.
Hi.
Oh,
Let me just
that was the noise.
scoop off. Yep, there we go.
I was hearing.
Yeah,
Why is-
yeah, you heard my dragon Timothy, right? I kind of
Yeah,
spoke to
yeah.
him, and as you can see, I'm not Wire Strange anymore because Mr. Strange conned me
Oh,
into.
you're back to your.
Yeah, I'm back to Wiredestroyer. Yep, same skin.
I
Oh,
see.
Huh.
Anyway, yeah, I got
Guys.
tricked, and now the dragon told me to come and sit on this egg for some reason, so I'm here.
We're locked in here.
Wait.
No.
How did it close?
What?
We've
That's
got.
an issue.
We've got
Oh,
no
no.
tool.
No.
Anyone
no.
got a pickaxe?
Maybe a different side?
No,
No.
I don't.
No.
No one has a pickaxe.
Oh, hey,
What if
Palm.
the egg is how you open it?
Do we hit it? Do
It's
you-
worth a shot.
We?
I'm not gonna do it.
Okay.
Wait.
What?
What did you do?
Where'd it go?